biggest challenge for people with a hearing loss is understanding speech in noisy situations. It's hard to separate the different sounds in an environment and focus on the person talking instead. In hearing solutions, directional microphones are the most efficient way to help this situation. Directional microphones help the user to focus on the speech and keep surrounding noise away. Many hearing instruments are equipped with omnidirectional systems that enable the user to hear surrounding sounds. Also, when there is not a special need for focusing in one direction. Since hearing instruments often sit behind the ear, the omnidirectional systems try to respond as if they were positioned more naturally in the ear. This way, the hearing aid user will experience the most natural soundscape possible. The user will, once in a while, need to focus in one direction and shut out sounds from other directions. This is where the directional modes begin working to provide more directional focus while diminishing surrounding sounds. This makes it easier to separate the person talking in front from the noise in the background. This is possible because each hearing instrument has two individual microphones. These microphones use the small delay in time between the sounds reaching them to calculate where the sounds are coming from. Consequently, the instruments can reduce the noisy input coming from irrelevant directions. Depending on language and individual differences, human speech sounds lie roughly within a range of 125 Hz to 7 kHz. Many delicate and important speech cues lie in the high frequencies. They are more difficult to distinguish from background noise than the lower ones, and therefore require more focus. To focus on these soft sounds, some hearing instruments on the market apply directionality aggressively, without taking other important dimensions of hearing into consideration, such as loudness sensation and spatial awareness. These systems sometimes make the user experience unwanted audible shifts in the hearing aids, a sensation of being shut out from the environment, or they require the user to make a manual shift. In either case, it means that the user gets distracted by what's happening in the instruments and cannot fully pay attention to the situation. Free focus integrates directionality with signal processing to best support the natural auditory system. This means that based on the free focus package, as determined by the personal profile, the user will be able to choose between several modes depending on different listening situations. When the environment is quiet or only moderately noisy, free focus will choose a mode that is more open with only a slight focus on the frontal plane. For more challenging situations, free focus will offer more help by switching to one of the directional modes. Split directionality is an in-between mode that balances environmental input and focus on the input from the front of the user. Free focus is featured in all inium-based hearing instruments and has up to 5 directional modes. Click on the illustrations to explore the 5 different directionality modes. The instruments will change from one mode to another based on the personal profile and the current listening situation of the user. Free Focus is a personalized and highly adaptive system with seamless transitions between different modes. It gives hearing instrument users the support they need to follow speech in noisy situations without compromising their loudness sensation or spatial awareness. This was an introduction to Free Focus and how it works. Thank you for your time.